Oh wow, it's so zoomed out. Okay, welcome to the second part of our Disney trip planning. Today I will be going over everything you need to know about the parks and what to do in the park, yeah, stuff like that. So let's start. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be showing you guys is the My Disney Experience app. This app is pretty much going to be your map, your menu, anything you can think of that you need to do in the park you're going to be able to do on this app. It's just like the website, but it's going to be on your phone. Okay, so once you open up the My Disney Experience app, you're going to be able to see pretty much everything. And like I said, this is going to be basically your Bible of the parks. On the My Disney Experience app, you can view maps of the parks, maps of the resorts, wait times of attractions. You can figure out where restaurants are. You can mobile order on this app. Like I said, you can do everything on here. The first thing I want to talk about is what exactly is in Walt Disney World. Now, Walt Disney World is in Orlando, Florida. Disneyland is California. So we are going to Walt Disney World. I don't know much about Disneyland. I've never been there. All I know is that they just opened April 30th. So that's great. I would love to take a trip over there. But for the purpose of these videos, we are going to be going to Walt Disney World in Florida. Do not get them confused. You will have a lot of angry Disney fans coming after you. So in Walt Disney World, there are 4 parks and 2 water parks. The 4 theme parks are Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios. Each park has its own theme, and also in each park there are subsections. So Magic Kingdom has 7 different lands. They are Main Street USA, Tomorrowland, Liberty Square, Adventureland, Fantasyland, New Fantasyland, and Frontierland. So when you pull up the app, you are going to click on the little map icon and it automatically pulls up Magic Kingdom. And as you can see here, it's showing current wait times. Yes, you can see the wait times to any ride in any park from anywhere in the world as long as you have the app downloaded. So right now it is 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. And as you can see, the wait times for the different rides. Okay, so let's talk about Magic Kingdom. So Magic Kingdom, like I said, has 7 different lands, and it is what I would say the most family-friendly park out of all 4 of the parks. It is also the biggest, and it is the main attraction of Walt Disney World. This is where Cinderella's Castle is. Everyone knows about Cinderella's Castle. Also, this is where a lot of the kiddie rides are. Flying Dumbo, Peter Pan's Flight, Winnie the Pooh, the carousel is there, rides like that. So they are the 3 mountains in Magic Kingdom: Splash Mountain, Space Mountain, and Big Thunder Mountain. These 3 rides do have a height requirement, but they are not super big thrill rides. Leanna goes on them and she loves all of them. Another really, really big, kind of newish ride there, it would be the 7 Dwarfs Mine Train. This is a swinging roller coaster. It's pretty cool. It's a regular roller coaster, but the cars actually swing back and forth like freely. So that one is really fun. Another ride, Haunted Mansion. This is a really great ride. It's an omni-mover. You sit in what's called a Doom buggy, and it takes you through the Haunted Mansion. The beginning of it can be a little scary for kids, but the ending is really fun with lots of music and just the ghost having fun at the end of the ride. You will also find the Little Mermaid ride. Lots of little kids love that one. Magic Kingdom is just a very family-friendly park. So moving on to the next biggest park, I guess in most people's opinion, would be Hollywood Studios. This one has a lot of the newest rides in it. It has Galaxy's Edge, which is also known as Star Wars Land. It has Toy Story Land, Hollywood Boulevard. This park has a lot more of the thrill rides. It has the only roller coaster that goes upside down, which is also an indoor roller coaster. It's themed after Aerosmith. Has the famous Hollywood Tower of Terror, which is not really a free fall ride, but it does drop. It has Slinky Dog Dash, which is another really big popular roller coaster. I will show you the map of Hollywood Studios now on my phone. Little map icon. You want to filter it to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Most of the time, Hollywood Studios has some of the longest lines in Walt Disney World in all 4 parks. So you can see Galaxy's Edge, Toy Story Land. Down here is Hollywood Boulevard. Hollywood Studios, I almost forgot, how could I forget this ride, also has one of the newest and one of the very first and only ride themed after Mickey Mouse, and it is Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway, and it is a trackless ride, which is really cool. We've gone on it a couple times. If you watch some of our past videos when we were in Hollywood Studios, you can see that ride. Yeah, so that's Hollywood Studios. The third park that I want to talk about is Disney's Animal Kingdom, or DAK, D-A-K. This is exactly what it sounds. It's all animal themed. It has the Kilimanjaro Safaris, Rafiki's Planet Watch, which has a little petting zoo in it. It has Pandora World of Avatar, which has another really popular Walt Disney ride, Flight of Passage. It's an amazing ride. It's a simulator, and it makes you feel like you're sitting on a banshee from the actual world of Pandora. And also has Navi River Journey, which is just a slow-moving boat ride. One of the biggest thrill rides in Animal Kingdom is Expedition Everest, which is a roller coaster that takes you to the top of Mount Everest where you're hunting the Yeti. It goes backwards and it has, I believe it's an 80-foot drop, so that's a really fun ride. And another big thrill ride is Dinosaur, which is a time travel ride. I personally have not been on Dinosaur yet. I look forward to going on this ride in May for our big family trip. I've always loved Animal Kingdom growing up as a child because I am a big animal lover. The Kilimanjaro Safari is an amazing experience. It takes you really close up to the animals. No, you cannot touch the animals. You are just riding along in a safari van or jeep, and it just takes you through all the different animal habitats. It's a big rescue, so none of the animals are harmed. They all walk freely. They're not caged. So yeah, that's one that I really like. I'm really excited because we just found out that the Festival of the Lion King show is coming back to Animal Kingdom. This is, I want to say, almost everybody's favorite show in all of Walt Disney World. Unfortunately, due to COVID, the show did not come back when the parks reopened, but there are rumors going around that it will be opening in May. So I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that it will be open by the time we go on our trip. The last park in Walt Disney World theme park is Epcot. And Epcot is mainly known for its World Showcase. It has different pavilions that are themed after 11 different countries with many countries in between each of them. Epcot is known for the drinking around the world fad. Yes, you really can drink around the world. Each pavilion has different food and drink that are specifically from that country. You can go to the French pavilion and have some foods that make you feel like you're in France, or have some drinks and wines that can only be found in France. You can go to Morocco, Mexico, if you like tequila, and if you like margaritas, go to the Mexican pavilion. The Mexican pavilion. Me and Chris really like the margaritas there. They're really good. I'm not a super big drinker, but I do like their spicy pineapple margarita. I love pineapple, so that's one of my favorites. Another really big thing about Epcot is it has Frozen. It has a Frozen Ever After ride. It's one of the only places that you were able to meet Anna and Elsa. Obviously, we all know because of COVID, there are no direct meet and greets with the characters, but you are able to see them through cavalcades and distant meet and greets. Also in Epcot, everyone knows it by the big golf ball. Just a big, literally looks like a big golf ball. And inside that is a ride called Spaceship Earth. And it kind of takes you back in time, and more of an educational ride. It's a slow moving ride. And you learn about technology and how all of that started. It's pretty interesting if you like that kind of stuff, if you're a big history buff. Chris really enjoys it because he likes history and everything like that. Liana likes it. It's a really nice ride when it's really hot outside. Hop on that ride, you're inside the air conditioning, just kind of sitting back and relaxing. And how can I forget Soarin'? Soarin' is a really great ride. It takes you all around the world, not literally. It's a hang gliding ride, and you kind of just sit back and it brings you up in front of a huge screen, and you just travel all over the world. Soarin' is really known for its smells. Each place that the ride takes you to has a different smell, so if you ask anyone who is a really, really big Disney fan, they'll rave about this scent. I really like Fiji. I'm trying to find a candle that smells like Fiji, so if anybody knows anything, let me know. But yeah, that's the 4 parks: Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, and Epcot. So now that you know a little bit about the parks, I want to talk about okay, so now you know a little bit more about the parks. The next step I would advise you to do is to do some ride research. Figure out what rides your kids can and can't go on. You can go on the Disney website and it will give you a list of rides and the height requirement for each ride. Like I told you before, Magic Kingdom is the most family friendly. Your kids will probably be able to go on almost all of the rides in that park except for the 4 big ones: Splash Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain, and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Once you have the rides and everything planned out, the next thing you want to do is kind of figure out what restaurants you want to eat at, whether it's in the parks or out of the parks. Each park has its own set of restaurants in each land, which means each restaurant has its own theming and own food to go with that theme. A lot of the restaurants in Magic Kingdom are your basic theme park food: chicken nuggets, burgers, french fries, pizza, stuff like that. There are also a few other ones that have more different foods that you won't always find in a theme park. Also, Magic Kingdom is home of the world famous Dole Whip. I love the Dole Whip. They have a bunch of different flavors. What Dole Whip is pretty much just soft serve flavored ice cream. That's the simplest way that I can put it. All over Disney World though, you can find a bunch of different flavors in each park. Magic Kingdom just has, most of them. So yeah, you want to plan out where we're gonna eat. It makes the most sense to do this early, so that way when you get in the parks, you're all ready to go and you can go ahead and order your food. To order food, you want to go into the My Disney Experience app. Again, like I said, it literally has everything that you need on it. So in the My Disney Experience app, there's this thing called Mobile Order. And basically what it is instead of going into the restaurant and going up to the counter and saying, I want this, this, and that, you pull out your phone, pull up the app, and order right from there. So a lot of advice that I've been seeing from a lot of Disney vloggers is to order your food as soon as you get in the park. This means if you know that you want to eat lunch at 1 o'clock, as soon as you get to the park, whether it's at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., whatever time, go ahead and order your food and select that arrival window for 1 o'clock or for any time that you want to eat. So that way, when it's time to eat, everything is already ordered. All you have to do is click I'm here, walk up to the counter, and get your food. So once you click into Mobile Order, you can go on to the map and you can see pretty much where each of the restaurants are in each park. And you're going to then select which restaurant you want and take it from there. Follow the instructions. It's really easy, really self-explanatory. It's just like mobile ordering at Starbucks. You go into the app, you pick what you want, you pay for it, and you go pick it up. So now you know where you want to eat. You learn everything you need to know about the parks. You know what rides you're going to go on. Now you need to kind of figure out how long you actually want to stay in the park. Do you want to take your time and go to the parks a little bit later and kind of avoid that early morning crowd? Or do you want to go in at rope drop? What rope dropping is just getting there at opening, pretty much. So do you want to get there at rope drop? If the park opens at 8 o'clock, do you want to be getting to the parking lot by 7:30 in the morning? I know for a lot of people that's really, really early. But a benefit of rope dropping is being able to get to the big attractions first thing in the morning and get them done and over with, rather than waiting an hour or more in the middle of the day at 2 o'clock. Also, do you want to stay in the parks until closing? Like I said in my last video, Epcot stays open the latest. Animal Kingdom closes the earliest. So those are just some more things that you want to think about when actually going to the parks. Me personally, I could be in the parks all day, but that's just me. Some people will get up and go to the park at lunchtime and stay until closing, or they'll get up and rope drop and then they'll leave at 2 o'clock. Also, if you have park hopper, again, like we discussed in the last video, park hopping starts at 2 p.m. So you go to one park in the morning, go to another park in the afternoon. What I'm hearing a lot from Disney vloggers who have been going to the parks more recently, they're saying that the crowds are slowing down around the time of park hopping. I'm gonna assume probably within that 1 and 3 o'clock when people are starting to leave and starting to slowly come into the park. So that's just some things to think about when you're actually on your trip. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it when it comes to knowing the Disney parks. I'm not going to get into the water parks right now because I don't know enough about them. For those, I would recommend to watch a few of the Disney vloggers and YouTube channels that I shared on my last video. I know a lot of them have gone to the water parks recently and can give you some more insight if that's something that you want to do. I do plan on doing a few more of these Disney planning videos before we go to our trip. 3 more weeks and then we'll be back in Disney. I can't wait. I'm so excited, and I'm so excited to go with my family. It's been a really long time since my family has gone to Disney, and when I say my family, I mean my whole family. This is including my parents and my siblings. The next video I'm going to be doing is going to be a what's in my park bag video. I've seen a lot of YouTubers do this one, and I think I'm going to do this one as a mommy and me and have Leanna come and show what she brings in her little park bag. All right, so yeah, like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. I will see you guys soon. Bye.